My breathing is not better. So Kamen Rider has resumed filming, and first of all I hope everyone's going to be okay. It's easy living in the UK to forget that not every country still has thousands of cases a day. We did not take it seriously at first. Our master plan was to let it spread and hope for natural immunity, which apparently probably only lasts 6 months anyway, so reason 1479 as to why that was a stupid plan. We acted way too late, which means it's taking longer for it to fade out, and we're reopening things way too early. Our numbers are still thousands per day, but no, this feels like a good time to reopen schools. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think a single one of us understood what Boris Johnson was on about. I think Matt Lucas put it best.
Don't go to work, go to work, go to work, don't go to work. If you can work from home, go to work, go outside, don't go outside, and then we will or won't do something or other.
We had a stay-at-home show. It was Children in Need and Comic Relief together, I think, and the presenters were at the studio. I'm sorry, but if Ant and Dec could host at home, so could you. No amount of, oh don't worry, we're staying 2 metres away. You're not essential! If you can work from home, work from bloody home! Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I read that the film staff, they're working with limited people, and they all have to stay 2 metres away from each other, but the actors don't. I have faith that they know what they're doing. I'm sure they're going to be smart and careful and safe. As mad as I've been going without Kamen Rider, just because it's all I have, you know, Tokyo is basically all I've got. Even before lockdown, I didn't have a lot going on in my life. But as much as I've been looking forward to it coming back, our entertainment is not more important than their health. So I hope it doesn't come across, I don't know, bad, that I am legitimately looking forward to it starting again. So here are some things I would love to happen. I'm not expecting them to, but we can, you know, want. I don't want Jin and Naki pissing off and abandoning Horobi. I'm not looking forward to the whole deciding what side they want to be on bullshit. I want Ikazuchi to do stuff. That's it. Just do stuff. Just be cool and do stuff. I would love for Adato to realise that, as much as he says he does indeed treat Humagear lesser than humans. I mean, he didn't object to Ikazuchi, or Raiden I suppose, being deactivated after he finished training Subaru. He said he'd asked G-Pen what he wanted, but then when confronted with Jin, he decided that actually no, he's the manga artist's partner. He killed Jin. I love a morally grey character, but only when the narrative doesn't portray him as a saint. I want Horobi and Fura to interact more. I loved them interacting. That would have been a good solid... what's the word I'm looking for? Horobi hates humans, Fura hates Humagear. Both of them have been manipulated into acting against humans and Humagear. Watching them sort of meet in the middle would have been good storytelling. Both of their memories were manipulated. They parallel each other, it's perfect. I want Horobi to be freed from the arc. Free Horobi 2020! I want actual effort to be put into it. No talking to him, realising he can't reason with someone brainwashed by satellite because they are effectively trying to reason with satellite. And going, well, there's clearly nothing more we can do than kill him, you know, like they did with Jin. Would have loved for something to come of that. Would have loved a moment of reflection where Adato realised he didn't handle the situation well. He should have tried harder. And he can't take back what he did, but he can swear to try harder with Horobi. I don't object to Adato having had to kill Jin, but I don't believe that he had to. He just seemed to give up way too quickly. Killing him should have been a last resort. It just didn't seem very Kamen Rider-ish to not at least try first. I mean, God, the standout moment of Kuga for me was when he was fighting Daguva and he cried. And the Garangi are killing people not because they think it's right, not because they have a different set of morals, but because of the game. But he still cried because he hated fighting. Kota persistently went after Takatoa because he knew he could talk some sense into him. And in the end, despite it being very easy to blame him for everything, he didn't do that, he saved him, and they gave him a pep talk. If Adato had to kill Jin, it should have been a difficult decision that weighed on him, and it should have been after trying at least a little. I want one of Metsubo Jinrai to be the one to kill Guy in the end. Obviously the show is called 01, Adato has to be in the centre of everything, but it would just be more meaningful and more satisfying, I think, if it's Horobi or Naki. To be fair, he has screwed them over the most, in my opinion. Seeing how damaged the arc has left Horobi, he bloody deserves to be the one to kill Guy. It's like how it would have been great to see absolutely anyone punch Guy, but the fact it was Ewer and the line, "Consider that my resignation," that was just bloody satisfying. Does that make sense? I want another scene, since the ones we've been given clearly aren't enough, to really solidify that Horby was hacked by the Ark and has no concept of free will. If Horby reacts that way to the idea of him protecting Jin because he wanted to, not "I protected Jin, I wanted that, I wanted that," it was "I wanted that." He couldn't grasp the idea of him having wanted something. It wasn't what he did, it was simply that he did something because he wanted to. It's such a strange concept to him that as if he's capable of fighting against the Ark's control by himself. And it infuriates me that people are still like, yeah, well, Jin's free from the Ark, and Naki's kind of sort of probably free-ish, so Horby clearly isn't trying hard enough. I mean, talk about victim blaming, God! We were explicitly told that Horby, along with Naki, Jin and Ikazuchi, were hacked by the Ark, and we've explicitly seen that Horby does not have free will, or he's just starting to, and he's really struggling with it, so apparently that isn't enough. So I'd greatly appreciate just one more scene where someone actively spells it out for us, just in the hopes that people might actually listen to that. And last but by absolutely no means least, I really, really want Horby and Jin to hug.